Morning folks, it's Sunday. Oh, do you know what? I don't know. I think it's about 11th or 12th of September. I've not been able to do a video because I've been rather unwell. I've still got a bit of a croaky voice, but no, I've been really poorly. I've had basically most of the COVID symptoms and really bad throat, so my voice completely gone, to the point that I had to go and get a COVID test because both my wife and daughter got sent home from work. Obviously they work with poorly people, so they can't be around somebody who's got COVID. Anyway, I managed to get a test last Tuesday. Oh God, what a horrific thing that is, that test. Anybody who's had a COVID test and done it properly, you will know what I mean. Rubbing that stick on your tonsils for 10 to 15 seconds whilst gipping your head off is not nice. And then you have to shove it up your nose. Really not nice. But luckily it came back negative. And we were all convinced I had it. It's the state I were in bed, literally in bed for a couple of days. Couldn't do no throat sore, coughing, dry cough, the business. And that wasn't just for effect, by the way. So, I've got my little buddy here. He knows I'm digging. When I'm moving soil about, little Robin turns up. He always turns up. I don't know if you can see him over there on the fence. So I managed to get down yesterday afternoon and pull all my onions. Got pulled about a couple of weeks ago. Can't think straight. A couple of weeks ago, and I laid them out. But then I got poorly and it started to rain and flipping. I got a bit panicky, so my friend next door put some in his polytunnel down there, and quickly bashed up a drying rack. I don't know whether you can see it, but my onions, you can just look through the door, my onions are there drying. It's just a bit of while. I'll show you next time. I'm just going to do a quick update video, that's all. So at the moment I'm just cleaning my strawberry pots. Where's my fat finger there? So these are like that, you know, there's hundreds of runners. I think I mentioned it in my last video that I just let the runners run and root into ground. I don't bother putting them in pots at this time. I just let them root in ground, and I'll show you up there what I do. My little tree that I cut back, it's budding up where I've cut hopefully all these little nubs that I've left. I've got some 2x2 to build a much better frame for this as well. My leaf mold's going down nicely. Sorry. I'm just clearing out this salad bed because I've got little salads and beetroots and spring onions. I'm going to plant them in today. How long I'll last I don't know because I'm knackered. I want to do my raspberries. I like to try and do my raspberries around now. So very quickly, if it's fruited this year, like these manky brown ones, cut them out, down the ground, wang them. No fruit, like these that they've been blown about bits, they still look a bit manky, but you can see the green. You can see the green and red and the lovely and smooth. This is all old and peely and knackered. So these want tying in. Peter, my neighbour, kindly got me a barrow full of manure. That'll go on top of there. I'll put up 2 or 3 barrows on there, pile a load on. My onion beds, they're covered up. What I did was, sorry, I got a bit of the compost out of last year's compost bin. I got a bit of compost on there and just spread it on and then put the covers on. I'm going to put some of these brassicas here in with them in there. I'm not going mad this year for brassicas. I'm not going to go mad for it. I just ain't got it in me. It's been a funny year this year. It's just stuff like my fruit's not being good and other stuff have been good, but it's just a funny year. I've personally really struggled with all the negativity, and it is negative, you know. We've had thousands of people dying. It's coming round again. Don't anybody think it's gone. I've lost 2 family members in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, they were old fellas, my uncles, but we've lost 2 in the last 2 weeks. This has not gone away. And it ain't gonna go away if we don't do what we're supposed to do. You know, you need to stay away from each other when you're supposed to stay away from each other. You need to not get together when you're getting together. You know, you can have a go at the government, you can whinge and moan at whoever, whatever you want, but at the end of the day, people are dying still. And if people carry on doing what they're doing, because they obviously are, because it's on the rise again, more people are going to die, and more families are going to lose more family members. So it's not gone. Right, that's enough on that crap anyway. So no, it's been a weird year. Taking my beans out, and just, that's eggshell. I grind up eggshell. I've still got my mole. I'm hoping that I've trampled that down firm. I'm hoping that it comes in there looking for worms and gives me an idea of where he is, so I can put some traps in. My little bonsai trees that I'm growing there coming on okay, and my wildlife area is wild. It's just, I'm just leaving it. I've got some more plants to put in. I'm just going to keep trickling them in. I need to get some of this weed out of here. Compost bin's filling up nicely. A bit of manure mixed in because there were a load of green stuff. That's a little tree I managed to get that I'm going to try and bonsai. My leek bed and where my onions were, they all came out, and I've just top dressed that with a load of manure. To be honest, I'm just putting it there for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. Like I say, I'm a bit flat, folks, but you know what it's like. So there's my strawberry runners that I've potted on so far. Right. So what I do, if they're in the ground or in pots, I just yank them up like that. Look, there's loads of root on there. Every one of them will root. So I've just sieved some taty compost, put a bit of sand in it, and then I'm going to pop them up in them. So yeah, that's what they look like once I've cleaned them off. But to be honest, all I do is get hold of it like that, cut it to the ground, take all crap out. I'm going to put them I'm going to put them in ground anyway in the next few weeks down there. Tatties, ready to top off. Just cover over with parsnips, are doing well. They've got a fence around them. I can't remember where we were in the last video, but they're doing really well. My leeks, oh, there's another one. I've had quite a few go sprout seed, whatever you call it. I'm wondering if I've kept them in that tub for too long. I don't know. Did they get too dry? I've no idea. But they were the first lot. To be honest, I could start eating them now, which I probably will. Pull them out and cook them. Pull them out and cut them and freeze them. These seem to be all right. I've had one that went to sort of seed, and these ones, which are the second lot, there's another one there. I've had about 3. Same again though, they're literally, I could probably pull a lot of them and cut them up and freeze them, but I'll let them for a bit. I've bit the bullet with my plum tree. My plum tree is no more. I've cut it down at ground. When I've got a bit of energy, I'm going to dig it out. Mr. Mole is playing havoc in my asparagus bed. I've tried to get him in here, but because of all bark chips, there's not a decent run that I can put a trap in. So I'm gonna have to just keep trying with him. Carrots are lovely. I've had some carrots. Let's just see if I can get this up. Oh. Sorry with groaning, folks. I'm knackered. So, I can't say I'm impressed with coring them out. I don't think I've got enough feed in the I'll just pull one. Look at this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a funky one. You know, oh, look, you know, I'm setting myself off here because I've pulled some the other day and they weren't. I give in. I pulled some the other day and they were about sort of my finger. So, to be honest, I did it over a few days. So I'm just wondering if, I can't remember. I'll have to look back at video whether I put more feed in this side or not. But I'm going to dig all the sand out. I'm going to throw a polythene sheet on there, and I'm going to dig all the sand out and lay it on there over winter so the rain and frost and birds can get it, make sure there's no bugs in it, and then it'll all go back in spring. And I'm just going to cover these up. I know there's no California flies about, but I'm paranoid. Don't want them on my hard work. My Swedes, I've been eating my Swedes for weeks. Right, folks, so that's just a quick update. Just a quick update, and my voice is going again now, so I need to knock it on the head. We found out it's going to be probably at least another year before they're starting here, because they've started another big site, so we're going to be left with this mess for another year. So thank you very much for following me. I do enjoy normally doing these videos. I'm normally very positive about my allotment, and to be honest, it's the place I come when I'm sad. It's a place I come when I just need to get away. You know, I don't just come for that, obviously. I come down and enjoy myself, but it's an amazing place for your head, is your allotment. Growing stuff, just being outside, even if stuff don't work out, you know. And then you get some stuff that does, like the kale and the stuff, and my onions have been spot on. It's just, it's a weird time for everybody. Some people are taking it, you know, differently to others. Some people are really worried about it. I've got to be honest, I can't say I were overly worried, because I knew we were doing what we were supposed to be doing, but I'm sort of getting a bit more worried now for my friends and family. Oh, my thumb's in way, sorry. You know, we just need to do what we're supposed to do, folks. You know, this isn't flu. You know, everybody's posting, oh, you know, with this, so many hundreds of thousands of around the world died of flu last year, and you know, this and that, you know, and so many die of cancer, so many die of a stroke. The thing is, if I've got COVID and I come near you and touch you, I could give you it and it could kill you. I've had cancer and I've had 2 strokes. If I come and give you a big squeeze and a kiss and a cuddle, slather all over you, I'm not going to give you cancer or a stroke. That's the difference. That's what people are forgetting. And it might not be you that dies of it, but it might be your mum, your dad, your grandma, your granddad, your uncle, or somebody you know. It's not worth it. It just is not worth it. People like my poor wife are dealing with it all day, every day. People like my family are suffering, and we lose loved ones. We need to just do what we're supposed to do. What does it matter if we lose a year of freedom, being a bit skint, stuck at home? for God's sake, worst case scenario is you lose your job, you get another one. There's tons of jobs out there. There's tons of jobs out there. You know, it might not be what you want to do at the time, but it's about staying alive, and it is that serious. So, right folks, sorry to whinge on and rant on and bring it down a bit, but it's just how I feel at the moment, I'm afraid. Right, so enjoy your plots folks, and thank you once again, like I say, for following me and subscribing me. I'm normally a lot more happier than this, I know I am, but it's life, isn't it? Bye bye for now.